It is a split session across global markets, and the divergence tells an important story. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. Here is your complete Forex market briefing for July 3rd. Currency markets are being driven by a complex mix of central bank policy, geopolitical risk, and shifting growth expectations. Let us break it all down. Here is a snapshot of how the major currency pairs are trading today. Euro to US dollar is trading at 1.14, gaining 0.58% on the session. The world's most traded pair is driven by ECB versus Fed rate differentials. Currency markets are reacting to gold's safe haven status is fading. Oil, the Fed and the dollar are driving the decline, moneycontrol.com. Pound sterling to US dollar is trading at 1.34, gaining 0.54% on the session. Sterling is highly sensitive to UK inflation data and Bank of England rate guidance. Currency markets are reacting to Binance says mica should be judged by who it licenses, not who it excludes. US dollar to Japanese yen is trading at 161.13, losing 0.87% on the session. Dollar yen tracks the US-Japan rate differential and Bank of Japan intervention risk. Currency markets are reacting to Fideuram Intersar São Paulo Private Banking SPA lowers position in Bank of America Corporation dollar back. USD SGD is trading at 0.7747, gaining 0.37% on the session. The Singapore dollar reflects Asian FX sentiment, trade flows, and MAS monetary policy. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Australian dollar to US dollar is trading at 0.6940, gaining 0.69% on the session. The Aussie dollar closely tracks commodity prices, especially iron ore, and Chinese growth signals. Investor sentiment is being shaped by gold heads for worst month since 2008 as Fed rate hike bets outweigh safe haven demand, the Times of India. US dollar to Chinese yuan is trading at 0.1474, gaining 0.18% on the session. The onshore yuan reflects PBOC daily fixings, US-China trade dynamics, and capital flow controls. Currency markets are reacting to gold's safe haven status is fading. Oil, the Fed and the dollar are driving the decline, moneycontrol.com. US dollar to Indian rupee is trading at 95.22, losing 0.21% on the session. The Indian rupee tracks RBI monetary policy, FII and FPI capital flows, and US-India interest rate differentials. Currency markets are reacting to Binance says mica should be judged by who it licenses, not who it excludes. Now let us look at the macro forces behind today's currency moves. On the geopolitical front, this comes as S&P 500, NASDAQ register best quarter since 2020 despite Iran war, adding pressure to energy markets. This is adding a risk premium across energy markets and supporting safe haven demand. The key macro overlay remains monetary policy. Equity markets are responding to reports that Trump's tariffs, Fed minutes, rumbles Bitcoin by what's moving markets. Any surprise in the rate path could trigger outsized moves. On the data front, equity markets are responding to reports that US job creation cools in June with payrolls growth of just 57,000, unemployment rate at 4.2%. Currency markets are reacting to gold's safe haven status is fading. Oil, the Fed and the dollar are driving the decline, moneycontrol.com. Currency markets are reacting to Binance says mica should be judged by who it licenses, not who it excludes. Our near-term view on US dollar to Japanese yen. With US dollar to Japanese yen moving sideways today, the market is effectively waiting for a fresh catalyst. The $165.16 level above and $157.10 below are the levels to monitor for the next directional signal. Currency markets can move fast and unexpectedly. Central bank surprises, geopolitical shocks, and data prints are the key risks to monitor. Before we wrap up, here is your watch list for the sessions ahead. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. We do the research so you do not have to hours of analysis distilled into actionable daily briefings. If that is valuable, please hit the like button. It is the single best way to support independent market analysis and help us reach more investors. Subscribe and turn on notifications for tomorrow's briefing. Drop your view in the comments. Are you bullish or bearish from here? That wraps up today's coverage from MTRS_Market Pulse. This content is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own research. Stay disciplined, and we will see you tomorrow. That is your Forex briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe for daily currency coverage.